Try and get this all set up here. Oh, it's noisy. Oh, the noise. Oh, we're all going to die. Okay. Let me get that set up. And ooh, I don't like that. Let me fix that. Yeah. Okay. All right, I think we're pretty good. Peaceful. Do you ever have that time where you have a giant glob? You're like I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna go live, and then you look down at your mic filter thingy, and it's got a giant glob of cat hair on it. Yeah, me neither. Thermo, my boy, how are you? Alrighty, let's see here. I need to throw down a note. We're gonna throw down an at everyone. Playing a Factorio world. 7+ hours. There. Just in case anybody wants to come hang, you know what I mean, Thermo? But yeah. So this is my world. This is my world that I've been working on. I've been working on this world for almost 90 hours. And I'm trying to figure out a couple things. I'm getting the feeling that I need to do an off what do you call that? What do you call that? I get the feeling I need to start a like a satellite production zone for plastic, and then have it shipped in. It's a lot of hours. Yeah, well, the thing is, I've been working graveyards at my work a lot lately, and so the beauty to working graves is that it gives me the opportunity to throw down a good 5-6 hours in one night if I want, and have it not be a big deal. You know what I mean? Because as a general rule, my work, when I'm working graves or swings, there's usually a couple of dead hours on either shift. And so whenever the dead hours hit, I can do whatever I want. And so, because I'm me, I choose to stream. But yeah, the world I've been playing here is pretty big. It's a really, really neat idea. The basis of this world is instead of having instead of building a bus with every possible resource, I build a bus that just has the primary resources on it. So you've got your stone bricks. Oh, and then I have the stacking. Is it stacking? Is that what it's called? Hang on. Gotta figure out which mod that is. Stacking belt boxes. Deadlock stacking belt boxes. And the idea is, instead of having this giant freaking bus that's like 4 or 5 wide or 8 wide, the stacking belts allows you to have a stack of, so in general, I can do 100 plates a stack. Each one of these is 5 plates. So 20 times 5 is 100. The difference, though, is the amount of time it takes to move 20 of an item versus 100 of an item on the same belt is 5 times as fast. And so the idea here is by having the stacking, a single belt is the equivalent of 5 of these wide otherwise. So this bus right here going this way is the equivalent of 15 belts wide, and then this one's 10 belts wide, and then this one's 10 belts wide, and then this one's 5, and then this one's 5, and then this is 10 here. And so the idea behind this world was I wanted to build a bus And the original design was, excuse me, I have the hiccups. These two trains here, this one was bringing in ore, and then this one was bringing in ore, compacted, of course, or stacked, of course. And then what would happen is I had two medium-sized buildings that were processing them, that were side to side, like touching shoulders right here. And then once I got far enough to have more advanced processing options, I then swapped it, so instead these are now just hubs to hold the plates. See, so I've got two of these that are just loaded to the gills holding ore. And the idea is, so you've got those two there, and then the processing are these guys over here, and these ones are nuts. So we have compressed ore, or stacked ore, that shows up here, gets dumped into the building, initially gets stored in here, so this is all of our stored ore, and then we go into this building for the first level of processing, which the most advanced option here is to wash the ore. So you take it and you wash it, and then once you wash it, you have these clean irons. And the idea is, if I show you here, here we go. All right, so the base level is you do regular iron ore into pure iron, and then pure iron, when cooked, is a 50% increase. So one iron equals one pure iron, and then 2 equals 3. 2 pure equals 3 iron plate, right? And then at that point, the so it's a 50% increase in ore. Now it's gone from 1 to 1 on clean iron, and then 1 clean iron can either make 2 plates, or if you cook it, one clean iron gets melted and then processed into 3 iron plates. So basically it's 3 times as much if you do it this way. So you've got washing, and then the washing system opens up into the smelting system, which is these guys here. And then the smelting ones I immediately stack, and then they go to the train. And so I've got 2 layers here that are, oh, had a couple modules. Okay, so this one, we've got 2 washing stations. This one's a washing station, that one's a washing station. And then we have 2 smelting stations. So you've got one here and one there. So those 2 are both smelting stations. And then both of them have an output of clean iron, because clean iron has a lot of uses. So we've got iron ore coming in, getting processed, and then stacked plates coming out. So we have stacked ore going in, stacked plates going out, and that one building is like this much space worth of stuff inside of that one building. And then the processed ores go across the road here, and then come to find out, making steel is way easier and way more efficient if you do it this way. So you have electric formation furnaces, and the recipe is 1 clean carbon and 4 clean iron equals 3 steel, versus, so I'm playing on marathon mode, right? Oh, I forgot to put that in my title. This is technically a marathon world, which is why it took so long to get where I am. This is a marathon world where, so steel is 10 iron plates equals 1 steel, and it takes 32 seconds to cook. Very, very, very slow. So in order to mass produce it, we're doing the formation furnaces, where it's 3 seconds, 1 clean carbon, 4 clean iron. So notice there's a full row of clean iron, plus a half row where it's half pure carbon and half clean iron. And then I've got 2 of these. And then the idea is the next one over is so then you have to go through the whole processing each of your pieces. So like coal, this is stacked coal coming in. The stacked coal gets turned into pure carbon, and then the pure carbon is sent over here to be washed, and then the washed turns into clean carbon. So you go from regular coal to pure to clean, and then the clean then allows you to process. And the idea is it gives you steel much faster, but there's a ton of processing and a ton of power that ends up going into it to make it work. And then this one here, this is more of the clean carbon. So the clean carbon, oh yeah, that's right, I had more of this I was going to add to this. The clean carbon dumps into here, and then clean carbon can be processed into cryomons. It's a diamond that's used in a lot of really advanced recipes. So then we've got cryomons coming out. And then this one here is just processing to make plastic. So this entire building, its entire function is just to create plastic. Now, the fun thing that I've learned is the absolute best use of coal late game is for fracking. Or not fracking, liquefaction. That's what it is. Coal liquefaction is by far the best use of coal late game. And the reason being is coal liquefaction is extremely efficient use of resources and space if you have like the Factorio or Factorissimo mod on. And the reason being is if you look, oil tends to be a very hard thing to balance late game because the sheer amount of oil that you need is absurd, right? There we go. And so basically, oh, is there a way to? Oh, I can tag. Okay, that's good. I might start tagging this up so it all makes sense. Because this one here is. Oh, I can tag it with. I didn't realize I could tag. That's really cool. I only have 2,000 hours, and I just barely figured out that I can tag on the map here. So you are uranium. We got plates. This guy is basic oil. And then we've got, let's see here. This is actually really neat. I didn't realize I could do this. Big lab. Wow, that's really cool. That will make setting this up way easier to follow along with. See, this was a temporary experiment that failed. And the reason why it failed, it wasn't a bad idea. The hard part is, so one of the mods I have is the quarry mod. The problem is the quarries are insanely pollutant. Their pollution levels are absurd. When it comes to extremely late game, when you need large scale of resources, the pollution just goes through the roof, which is horrible. And so there's not really an excuse to use the quarries late game unless you absolutely have to. Sorry, phone died. Did I miss something? Oh, I was just showing you around my base. So whatever you missed, but that's okay. I mean, I can at this point just yell whatever you wanna know about, and I'll show you. All right, let's see here. Okay, you are plastic. I just discovered that I just barely discovered that you can tag with symbols on the map. And that's really cool. Alright, so you are yellow science. And then you are... I wish it would let me do multiple, because it's technically wood and stuff. Phone died right after you were talking about the stacking of the items on the belts, etc. Yeah, so you missed most of what I just said, but that's okay. I was just going across my base showing what everything is. Okay, you are blue. And you are... Oh. Are you too close? Eh. Okay, too close. You are military. No, you're fine. You're fine, man. And then this is like red and green, but whatever. Anyway. Over here, we want to put, oh dear. See, so that's my solar farm over there. And then this is, so I'm basically just building a general basis of what everything is on the map. So basically what I'm doing is, but you're fine, Thermo. I'll just recap real quick. Essentially, each one of the belts is stacking 5 times the amount of resource and moving 5 times the amount of resource, because instead of a stack of 100, it's a stack of 20, for example. So it's the same amount of ore, but it's a stack of 20 instead of a stack of 100. So moving a stack of 20 is much faster than a stack of 100. So, like, for example, this belt of 3 is 15 belts worth of iron plates on blue belts. So that's an insane amount of iron right there. And then an insane amount of copper, insane amount of steel, insane amount of coal, stone, and stone bricks. But anyway, basically the design here is it's set off of a loop system, a very close-knit loop system, which is incredibly easy to manage. The idea is that the ores come and drop off over here. Can you stack like any item? You can stack almost any item. Almost anything can be stacked. So we can stack wood, all the basic ores, all the basic plates, copper, gears, uranium, batteries, all 3 levels of circuits, your solid fuel, your plastic, your sulfur, your iron sticks, and your uraniums. And then, let's see what else you can stack. This does have some mod support. I know, because there's like all the yokai items are all stackable as well. So like you can see they're all stackable, which is really good because some of their stuff is really, really, really awesome. But yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty solid. But yeah, the idea is basically, and this was the part that you missed, the iron comes in stacked. So I stack it at the mining location, and so I put a tiny little building there. So like, for example, oh, not that one, this one. So I have a building here that is literally just holding the ore and then stacking it. And then once it's stacked, see, obviously I've got all these Omega drills that are set up. Once it's all stacked, it gets shipped down here. Once it's shipped, it gets dumped as stacked plates or stacked iron. And then it comes in here for storage. So that's a crap ton of storage. And then it comes in here for washing. Now this is NP Utils, which I really enjoy. NP Utils is great because it has multiple levels of processing for basically everything. So if you look here, basic processing of iron is a 1-to-1 ratio. Pure carbon is 1 iron per pure, and then it's a 2 to 3, so it's a 50% increase when you do the basic. So the basic is a 50% increase, and then if you do clean iron, it's then a double. So 1 clean equals 2 iron. So if you just clean iron and then process it, it's twice as much. And then if you melt it and then cast it, it's 3 times as much. So 1 clean iron, so 1 iron ore turns into 1 clean iron, which then can be melted and then cast into 3 plates. So the ultimate option is 1 iron ore equals 3 plates, which is pretty sick. And it goes the same for the copper. And then for steel, I'm playing marathon mode. This is the one thing I should have put in the title of the stream and I didn't. I'm playing a marathon world, which is really, 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 really slow. Come to find out, I absolutely love marathon mode. It makes, minus the recipe increasing of cost, because it makes scaling really, really difficult. I'll show you on some of the sciences that it's not quite impossible to stack some of it, or to be able to produce enough. But anyway, so in essence, a single steel is 10 plates and takes 32 seconds on marathon mode. So with NP Utils, having the steel processing is absolutely required, especially because the scale is ridiculous. So yeah, basically we got 2 washing stations, and then we got 2 casting stations. And then the casting is just, you take the plates and then you melt them into molten iron, and then you cast them into plates, and it's a 1-to-3 ratio. So it's really, really advanced. So we've got all that there, and then we've got 2 of those, and then it's all stacked. So we have stacked iron so that it's very easy and very fast to move. The big thing that it does is you don't need giant trains when you do this. But anyway, so I've got clean iron coming out, or clean iron coming out. See, so that's stacked. The beauty is, instead of having to have, I don't know what the right word is for that. Having to have. Instead of having, hafting sounds so much funner. But anyway, instead of having 4 long trains, 2 long trains is the maximum you need, because look at how fast this is. Alright, that train is fully loaded and off it goes. Look at how fast it fills and how fast it moves. It's nuts. So then if we follow that train, and it's already dumping. Like, it's super, super fast with the stacking. The idea is just to quit wasting space and quit wasting time, is the idea of all this. But anyway, I love it because the mods that I play with make this game a lot like a Sky Factory, for example, where you have like a bazillion things you need to do, but there's at least 3 to 5 ways to do everything. So like when it comes to smelting iron, there's the basic way, and then there's this process here, and then yokai has its own process altogether. So like there's at least 3 or 4 different ways to process just the basic resources. And then like all your basic, and then the other fun thing is if you look here. So I run both Yokai and NP Utils. This building right here is just a Yokai blue science maker. So the idea is that this guy up here will make a blue science using Yaokai's mechanics. See, so you've got, pardon me. So you've got processing in here. It's currently not running because of one of the resources that I'm missing. Ooh, I should probably stack that at some point. But anyway, so it's like you have the basic yokai ores and resources coming through here, and the processing into blue science. And the general idea is blue science is incredibly hard to make, just like resource intensive and time intensive. The purple is way worse, but blue is still annoying, and it's for the simple fact of if you look at blue, it's the time frame. It's 24 seconds, and it takes 2 engine units per. So to provide enough engine units is incredibly annoying, especially on marathon mode. So what I ended up doing was building an entire building that all it does is build the engine units, and then I have the engine units then split and go the different directions, because I need engine units over here. I need engine units for the medium level and NP Utils piece, and then I also need them over here for the blue science. Purple is by far the most annoying, and it's for the simple fact of purple takes a crap ton of rail, and part of this I think is the marathon mode that I'm on, but the amount of rail that purple takes to run is absurd, because I have Bioindustries on. Bioindustries changes the recipe of a bunch of stuff to include wood and crushed stone, and so you have to have a building that builds wood, processes wood for you, and then the wood is used. Trying to feed enough wood on is absurd. Like if we show you over here, so this is the wood one. This is my setup to create wood. So you have to take wood and steam to make bush seeds, and then bush seeds are processed to make wood, and then it's 50 seconds per building to create it. And then over here I have these guys to build saplings or seedlings so that I can plant trees. And then up here I'm working on algae biomass, because algae biomass has an option for a couple things. The main one that algae biomass has that I want is it gives me the access to the biogarden, which scrubs pollution. I want to eventually get to the point where I have a building, or it's not going to be a building, I don't think. I think it'll literally just be like right here. This chunk right here will just be full of biogardens scrubbing the pollution. And the reason why is I love using the asphalt. I think it looks way nicer than concrete, and it's really like vivid, and you can see what you're working with. And so my idea is I want to get to the point where my entire area is covered in asphalt. The issue with that though is asphalt does not absorb any pollution, and I'm right on the edge of a desert. So this desert will not absorb pollution anyway. So like down here I've planted trees all the way across here. This is all trees that I've planted. Notice how there's all these aliens here and the pollution doesn't get to them at all. It used to be that the pollution was overflowing, and then I filled this in with trees, which contained it. The fun thing about my world is it started off as an island that I was just in the bottom hemisphere. So I built an initial just loop around me, and then I expanded out and built a wall out here, and then I had a wall right here. You can tell by the way the power was set up. I had a wall right here, And then I cleaned all the enemies up through here. And then I just recently cleared all this area up. And now I'm down to just a giant laser wall over here. And it's fun because with the new lasers, I don't even have walls in front of them. The lasers are so powerful and there's so many of them. But yeah, so like here's our neighbors. And then I've got a crap ton of robots that are just free floating. I need to scoop them all up and then redeploy them, and then they'll go attack again. The big thing that I'm noticing is this basic island is fairly weak on a lot of its resources. Ooh, I need to start hitting some of these chunks here. There's a bunch of 110. Yeah, there's a bunch of ores that I need to hit and start collecting. Where am I at here? I need 100 steel. So let's grab some steel there. Oh boy, and then I need iron, I need gears, and I rebuilt my gears down there. 2, 3. Oh, let's not do that. Let's grab some circuits first and then build 2 more. There we go. And let's cancel that one, grab more gears, and then build it. There we go. That should give me 8 Omega drills. And then I can set up 2 more locations to be farming. As of the moment, the issue as of the moment is that I'm actually to the point of launching satellites. I've maxed out my sciences except for the endless ones. And so at this point, if I want to continue to run science, and here's the funny part. At this point, literally, like, if I'm like, okay, I don't care about any more science, I could just scrap the entire base and just go military, or just go nuclear, or just go whatever. At this point, I've basically done everything. But what I'm noticing is if I want to mass produce the space, I need to be able to mass produce certain resources. So at the moment, I don't have a satellite maker. That's the first one. I need to set up a building here that just builds satellites, and then like this guy here. I need to start mass producing accumulators, solar panels, and radars, and then dump them in to the rocket silo. And what the ultimate goal is to probably try to be able to set up and produce or launch at least 3 or 4 rockets at a time. Have 3 or 4 rockets going at a time. The issue is I need to have an entire building dedicated to each individual piece. So I need an entire building and have one just build rocket fuel, and then have another one that just creates the low density structures, and then an entire building that just creates the control units. I need that many buildings. I need one of each of these for just the individual pieces, and that's it. And then at that point, I also need another building that's just building solar panels and accumulators. Now, the way I play, I don't rely as heavily on oil. I do coal liquefaction instead. And the reason why is once you have a little bit of oil, you can coal liquefaction anywhere. So literally, it's like we come over. All right, this was one of the only buildings that doesn't have its own coal. Yeah, this one doesn't. That one doesn't, but if we go down, this one does. See, so this building here has coal coming in and plastic coming out, and it's literally just a coal liquefaction plant. That's it. It's a coal liquefaction plant, and then we are just what's this called? Cracking? Cracking. That's right. Cracking. We're cracking the oils down, and then just using the coal to produce a crap load of plastic, and then we're immediately stacking the plastic so it's fast to move. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up with a full big building like that. Probably, let me look at my map. Is there enough space to do one over here? I might be able to get away with like 2 on this loop here, and then maybe throw down 1 extra on the end. So I could probably get away with 2 loops here, and then I would just need to square off the land there and throw down another one. But the idea is to set it up where... How would I do that? I could potentially set it up where it's just a building with a drop-off and a building with a drop-off, and then I could just do belts. I could just have belts feeding up and then over. How do I want to do that? The issue at the moment is just the sheer on marathon mode, the amount of resources it takes to build and launch a single rocket is kind of expensive. It's not bad, It's just the scale sucks. Like, trying to build enough scale to make it work. It's doable, it just sucks, like I said. So, at this point, I need... Like, I've got the 3 basics, but I need to get a full building for each of those, plus I need to get a full building that just creates satellites. That's it. I need an entire building to just mass-produce satellites and then send them here so that we can launch rockets. But yeah. Let's see here. This was my basic. This was my. I need a lot of little pieces that are really annoying to set up with my mods, and so I just waited. I waited to set them up. So like the crafting machine with alien hyper modules to build factory building MK3s. Factory buildings are freaking expensive. 5K concrete per building. So if you look here, it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 75,000 concrete so far that I've gone through. But yeah, trying to get a bunch of this set up. This was where I was originally building all my solar. I just had this set up and then was pumping them out. And then I had another one here. And this is actually NP-Util. Is this NP-Util or is this Yaokai? I think this is Yaokai. Yeah, this is Yaokai power. So I'm using Yaokai to get my batteries so that I can then build these giant power grids. Let's see, I need... How big are these? That's a 5x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, I might be able to just get away with 2 5x5s and then just leave the very, very center open. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4. Okay, so at this point, where'd they go? These guys. I need... like that. And... yeah, so I got 3 more and then this is done. And that's my power so far. It's a crap ton of huge accumulators and then bio-solar farms. It's a fairly decent way to run the whole base, which works pretty well. The issue is that on marathon mode, the sheer amount of resources and everything you need to run is kind of a lot. And so by the time I got here, like there's basically giant periods of, well, in order to build my base and scale it out, you can only build so far, and then it basically shuts down while you're waiting for some resource or whatever. Like you're like, oh, I've gotten as far as I can, now I have to wait for such and such. And so then the whole time you're working on that, you basically can't, like, your science shuts off. Like, you're in between sciences, you're like, well, I have to now build this and scale this, and in the meantime the pollution cloud's going to turn around and shrink for, you know, an hour and a half until I build an entire thing. We got uranium there. I really feel bad for uranium because there's like zero need for uranium. Like nuclear power, fine, but it just doesn't scale enough for me to care. You know, that's my issue. So if we go to just uranium, if we look up uranium and look at our uses, there's only a handful of uses. There needs to be more options, like nuclear fuel. You have atomic bombs, nuclear fuel, fuel cells for the power, and that's it. Like, there's 3 uses for nuclear. So if you're not running a crap ton of like nukes, like I much prefer using the robots, which, by the way, turret creeping, it gets shut down a lot. Like, people hate turret creeping. You add the robot army, oh my gosh, you can manually place these. Like, here, let me show you. Let me grab a stack. It's pretty gross. The stack, or the turret creeping is way cheaper with robot army installed. The basis of robot army is that you can place them from a building and then program them to do what you want. Okay, so like I can Like, I can place a robot just like that. With my bare hands, I can place a robot. Come here, little guy. But anyway, let's grab, what is that stack up there? They are. So here's the fun part. With my mods, I can place them from space. So I can literally zoom in and go, hey! And they're firing rockets, like, look at that. And they're dead. Now, the AI is a little hokey on that. And so, the best way to do the AI, the best way to do the robots, is to have the building, get yourself the building that will do it for you. Have I burned through that other fuel yet? I have not. I'm waiting to burn through that last piece of fuel so that my aircraft will be able to start using the nuclear fuel. Once I get to the nuclear fuel, my power and speed on this aircraft goes way up. I think my aircraft speed jumps up by like 250% once that gets done. Once that one fuel that I'm currently burning runs out, yeah. My fuel should jump up to 250, or my vehicle speed should jump up to 250%. Alright. Come here, all you guys. Alright. And then we're going to dump you guys back in. Oh, hey, I can upgrade you guys. I love the mod scaling in this game way better. With the, what's this? Is this the NP Utils? Yeah, NP Utils mods. I love the scaling way better than the base game. You guys gonna attack? It's a pretty good sized army there. In theory, they should deploy now. How does that work? There he is. Notice I have an incredibly large inventory, and it's full of garbage, so Thermal can talk smack on me. Supposedly those guys will go out and start attacking on their own, but whatever. Wait for it. I think I just... Did I start burning it? Yep. You can tell when you've started burning it because the vehicle or the aircraft is so much faster. Okay. Sweet. Oh, and I'm about due to upgrade my trains to MK3s. Start working on that. 1.2K plastic. It helps if you already have one train. What am I currently missing? I'm missing some item. Okay, there we go. That we're up to a level 2 that we can construct. You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's dump that back in. I can literally just go grab low density structures now. Because my rocket is building using low density structures, so I can just go steal them. See, because how many does it take per? 10 plus a basic, which is 10, plus another one, which is 2 collectors. Yeah, I'll still need at least a little bit, but I mean, I can grab 3 or 4 stacks of these. Like that. Yeah, see, now I got a bunch of those, and I can say, I would like a level 3 locomotive. The nice thing is then I can just replace the pre-existing trains, and then that makes things faster. Alright, where's our tier 3? should be up here at the top. Tier 3 Loco. Alright. And you are automatic. Okay, Tier 3. And you are automatic. How fast are we moving here? See, and it's funny because it looks like these are crawling, but a lot of these that look like they're crawling are actually insanely fast. Oh yeah, I have this one here that never ended up becoming anything. The original idea was I was going to have the processing be here, and then I would get to where I was processing iron out on the side, or copper out on the side, and then this would be an extra drop-off. So like this would be dropping off ore, which would be going in to be processed, and then this one would be dropping off plate, which would then feed out and dump in, and then I was going to have another one here that came over and dumped into iron. But I actually upgraded my trains fairly fast, which was nice. Okay, I need to find... Okay, cargo wagons. Can I get some tier 3 cargo wagons as well? And then are you a tier 2? You're a tier 2, so let's upgrade you. What have you got? Okay, so let's throw down said tier 3. Now, you're now on manual, which is good. Let's grab you. Oh, I have too much crap on me for that. Yeah, the issue is because I'm not currently running any science here, a lot of my resources are doing absolutely nothing at this moment. So here, let's grab cargo tier 3. And then we'll grab that, dump it there. The tier 3 holds a lot more. So these are tier 2, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tier 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means basics are probably 4. Yeah, 4, 6, and 8. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Automatic. And you now are an E3 with a wagon 3 and a wagon 3. How close are you guys? I would love to upgrade all my trains to E3s and then start setting up some long distance rails to some bigger patches. Alrighty. You're a wagon 2, but you have 1,000 on you. You're a wagon 2, and you also have 1,000 on you. Ooh, you're almost done though. Okay, we're gonna set you to manual because you're an E3, yeah. Okay. And then what's my inventory look like? I'm pretty full. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab 4 just right off the bat. Oh, nope, nope. Let's not do that. Here, let's go here. Cancel, get rid of that. And then I'll just keep stealing all of these from here and then let them rebuild for me. It's much, much faster to have them rebuild for me instead of me trying to do it. Okay. So from here, let's come down. Are you set to automatic? Let's change you to manual as well. How are we doing here? Okay. Oh, too many? Oh, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Grab me all of you. And then we'll drop an E3. And then we'll dump all of the iron in. And then we'll get you. I'm trying to get all my trains fully upgraded. This is actually something I'm excited for. Having fully upgraded trains is really, really fun. Very fast, very efficient trains. Okay. So now you, if we set to automatic, you have a tier 3 with a cargo wagon 3 with a cargo wagon 3. So you're done. You, my good friend, need... Alright, what are you here? You are an E3 with an E3 and an E3. Okay, you are automatic. That's good. You guys, I can literally just grab you. Yeah, because you guys don't have a legitimate condition at the moment. What are you? You're a 2 and you're a 1? Really? Okay, so let's grab... Whoops, I need... Wait, is this not... Come on, guys. I don't have a ton of robots, but I have enough that this should be running without me worrying. I should be able to have at least a little bit of engines going around. There we go. Yeah, and you're a fluid wagon too, and you're a... Oh, hey, you are not automatic. We're changing you, good sir. Because we're going for... Yeah, it takes 10 electrical engines per upgrade. So it's 10, 20, 30 electric engines plus the processing units. Ooh, I'm low on processing units. Let's go grab a stack of those, or two. And there's 500. And that'll at least give... oh, coal was upgraded. That's right, that's one of the upgraded trains. Yeah, totally cool with the upgraded trains going. The non-upgraded trains, I'm going to set all of them to manual. Yeah, that way I can let them run out and then I can upgrade them. So like, yeah, you're almost out. You're a level 2, so let's upgrade you to a level 3. Tier 3 fluid. Heck yes. Oh, which reminds me. This train, I need to... Oh, crap. How the heck would I ever get this one to upgrade? This one might never upgrade as far as the sulfuric acid. At least not until I upgrade to a tier 3 on the first part, but that's okay. Alright, so you're a tier 3. You're a tier 2. Let me grab you. Seriously, you guys are not... Hang on. Did I forget to make this a... Yeah, that's why. There we go. This is one of my favorite trains. It's a 3 location, 3 objective train. So it goes down here and it goes until it's full of uranium. So the objective here is it goes till it fills up with uranium. It takes the uranium here to dump. Hi, kitty. Once it dumps, once it's out of uranium, it then leaves and goes to the next location. And then once it goes to the next location, you know what? I might be able to snag the... I might be able to sneak over and just waste 1 fluid wagon worth of sulfuric acid to give it an MK3 wagon. Just because I like to upgrade everything, you know what I mean? Here, let me grab 1 tier 3 fluid. And then I'll run over here and just destroy this one, this poor tank. Yeah. Bloop. I killed you. But I am unleashing you. You now have a tier 3. Okay, you're to be manual now until you run out of uranium. Once it runs out of uranium, then we'll start working on it. There we go. See, my engine units are coming to me. Alrighty. I'm trying to upgrade everything. Ooh, let's do this. You. Manual. You. Manual. Yeah, set you guys both up to manual so I can get you. Oh, hey, you're nearly there, bro. Cool. Okay. Just enough crap that I don't want to have to... You're one of the 3s, right? Yeah, you're a 3. Okay, so this will give me 2 more 3s, and then you're a 2. So let's make you a 3. There we go. Okay. And now you can be automatic because you've got 2 level 3 wagons. Sweet. Okay, what are you? You're a 2, and you have... That's a level 1 cargo wagon. And you're a 2. So we'll make you a 3. And make you automatic. Holy crap. Yep. tier 3 trains with tier 3 train cars is going to be super cool. Oh, and then you're waiting on a... Right. You know what? We'll just waste one. I'm okay with wasting just one. And then we'll go with a tier 3 fluid. Okay, and then we'll tier 3 fluid. And then we'll throw a tier 3 train. And then we'll set you to automatic. And off you go. Wow, those trains are fast. Look at that. Look at how fast those trains are. See, the part I don't understand is why it prioritizes like that. Because you end up with this one that's completely full, and you end up with this one that's completely empty. For some reason, as these process, it like pulls heavily from the bottom first. Kind of weird. My goal is to eventually get this base set up where it is... You know, that would actually probably be a good option right now, now that I think about it. I should probably set up a dual train, probably up here, or over here. Where would I set that up? Probably right here, and then I'll push the bus all the way out to it. The idea is I want to start auto-producing the robots. And then when the robots are auto-producing, I will then have a train that goes and delivers the robots up here, where they will be automatically built and then sent out to fight. So I want to get to the point where I have automatic robots attacking. And what I'll do is I'll set up one here. The idea is I'll build a train down and then set up a laser wall here and then set a thing loose to just start clearing out the enemies. And then I'll do the same over here. So I'll have a train that goes up here and drops off robots to go attack this way. And I'll have another train this way that sets up to attack down this way. And then I'll just set it up where it's automated, because the robots only get so far on their own. If you drop them directly like I did manually on top of the base, then they kill instantly. But otherwise they typically are only so efficient. The nice thing is that the laser ones are very, very tanky. Oh wow, you're a cargo and a level 1. So we'll grab you and you. And we'll give you 2 level... Oh, I ran out. Okay, so we got level 3, and then level... Oh, you're only a level 2. Hang on, I need to run over and steal some resources from this guy right here. I'm gonna keep stealing these low densities until I have redone all my trains. There we go. Alright, so you're a level 3, you're a level 3, you're a level 1. Alright. We're going to set you to automatic. You're waiting for a location to go to, which is fine. And then we'll come over here and drop another one. Go like that to change your color. Now, do you have level 3s? You have a level 1. And a level 1. So let's give you a pair of level 3s, which is gross for this particular cargo because 400 is a single stack of this resource, which is pretty gross. So if you think about it, how much is one cargo wagon or 2 cargo wagons could be an entire location worth of resources because of how these fill. Typically with these ones, I'll go like this. Typically I'll go like that, and because if you think about it, that's 4,000, or it's 400 times 10. Yeah, that's 4,000 of an ore, versus this entire train has 1,000 that are a stack of 25, 1,000. So it's pretty gross. All right, so you guys are both ready to go and running. These are pretty cool too, by the way. So the idea is they bring their ores in and they bring them here. And then it's a dual processing system where one processes blue, one processes yellow. So it's N4 and F7. Which one's which? I keep forgetting. This one's N4, this one's F7. It takes it in, crushes it, stacks it, and then sends it back up here, and then those go up and then feed into this one, where they are then processed into their respective resources, and then the slag is skimmed off and stacked. And then from here, those resources are taken up here and taken across to turn into blue science, which is pretty useful. Because the N7 and the F4, it's really good at building batteries. Using Yaokai is very good for building like batteries and turrets. Like their lasers are really good. Their blue science is fairly cheap compared to regular blue science as far as the amount of buildings you need versus the amount of resources it takes. It's pretty cool. And then they have one of the best walls in the game. The other thing that they have that I really enjoy is they have absolutely amazing armor suits, which I'm hoping to get a I Am the Walking Death here pretty quick. Problem is it takes 20 reputation, which I haven't, and it's the transmuted quantrium, which I think is going to be the slowest thing to make. The rest of that I pretty much have. The reputation I don't have yet either. Let's go over here and check out rep. Oh, no, let's search. We're going to go oh. It does not have reputation listed. Weird. It used to be reputation came from a device. Yeah, it's the quantum. Not everyone can trade with UC2A. Some need reputation. Made in that building. Looks like a gate. A quantum gate? There it is. Wait, a gate takes reputation to even build? That doesn't make any sense. $500 merchant sign equals a reputation. Oh, there it is. Or, wow, 900. I'm assuming that's minutes. 900 minutes. It's that stupid pillar thing. That's right. Where's the stupid pillar? Here they are. Give me like 20 of these because they take forever. These guys. Alright, fine. Yeah. Hang on, I have a building with Technic sign coming out of it right over here. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. The other thing I don't have that I could set up to just start eating up resources is I don't have a automatic belt maker with the higher stuff. It's currently set up where if I have any that I pick up or build, that they're automatically trashed and then recycled. It's already set to that, and then it brings me them as the blues. So I've got that, but that's basically it at this point. Okay. What am I low on? I'm low on iron. Let's go grab some iron. Oh, that's right. I got rid of my iron. That's right. I need to set up a bunch more, robots to start bringing me stuff that I need. Here, let's do that on those and that one. I really need to just start setting up logistics where it's like, hey guys, I want 1,000 steel or 1,000 iron on me at all times. Because if I have 1,000 iron set up on me at all times, and then let's say 500 copper at all times, and then gears I tend to like about 1,000 on me as well. There. Oh, and then I have a bunch of that I don't care about. And then I have that I don't care about. Oh, I have reputation I need to dip. Here, let's put that there. I don't need rep on me, not at the moment. Alright, boys. I need reputation for these. The really advanced suits of armor I need take Technic Sign. Technic Sign is a fascinating concept to me because it's a side effect currency with an insanely high stack size. It's like 50,000 or 100,000 is the stack size of Technic Sign. And the idea is that Technic Sign, I love how it says Happy New Year is the 2018 is the thing for that. Kind of funny. But anyway. But yeah, so the idea here is Technic Sign is a byproduct of certain functions. So for me, it's every time you create a Obnisk reactor cell, which is 300 megajoules, by the way, super, super powerful and super cheap too. Every time you build one, you get a Technic Sign. The power cells are used to create blue science, and then the Technic Signs are a byproduct, and then the Technic Signs are used to build other things. So like Technic Sign is required in their let's build batteries. Not batteries. Yeah. If you want to build batteries, you have to have Technic Signs. You have 98,000 sitting in that one stack. So Technic Sign is good for building batteries using their system, which only uses crushed F7 and coal. So crushed F7, coal, and iron plates. And then those battery cells plus the Technic Sign equal batteries. So it's a really, really good way to get batteries without having to grind out a bunch of stuff. What do you guys use? Almost nothing. Okay. Well, I'm cool with that. Well, we'll run those so that those will start producing the reputation. Because I want reputation so that I can start building the I Am the Walking Dead. I need 20 reputation to build that. The 25,000 Technic Sign, I have almost 100,000 Technic Sign, and then the advanced machine frames are relatively cheap. Duratol structural elements are dirt cheap. Ooh, I don't know what I just did. I have no idea what I just did. That was weird. Anyway, but yeah, so basically, yeah, so that's that, and then all the other pieces except for the one are really cheap. What's the one? Transmuted Quantrium. That one sounds hard to get. Okay, it's made in that ridiculous building, and it's, let's see here, the Lochnon crystals and the Quantrium. Lochnon and Quantrium. Data fragments, slag, and that's not too hard. That's not too hard either. Neither one of those are too hard. Except for the ancient data fragments. Data fragments, if I remember right, they used to be really annoying, but I don't know if they are anymore. Here's data fragments. Yeah. The issue I had with the Yaokai is that it dealt with a resource called... How do I look it up? It's a fluid. They deal with a fluid that is super annoying. Oh, I can get data fragments from Unicomp. JK, we're gonna... Wait. No, that's fragments into Unicomp. Can I use Unicomp to get data fragments? It doesn't look like it. Science for reputation. Reputation for... Or Technic Sign for reputation. Oh, you can get reputation using any of those. Merchant sign. See, some of these signs are really weird. Because, like, for example, I have 100,000 Technic Sign, and I have 0 merchant, 0 nature, and 0 science. Let's look up science. This one. There are 7 ways to produce it. Quantrium, radar, accumulators, Quantrium. And a turbine. Fluid consumption 100 per second, maximum temperature 500, 12.9 megawatts efficiency, 134%. Wow! I just looked at what it took to make it. Actually, that's super easy except for the Quantrium. Quantrium is the quote-unquote hardest piece of that, but it's still not that expensive. Mainly it's just inconvenient because, like, the main issue I have with Yaokai is most of their stuff is really annoying the way it's built. Like, for example, a single item, it'll be like, yeah, you just need this one item, or what, like you want to build this turret. Okay, well, it's going to take 5 pieces. It takes 5 pieces, and then each of those 5 pieces takes another, like, 5 pieces. It's just very stacked, you know what I mean? Basic Factorio and NP Utils is a lot simpler. Yaokai has a lot more pieces you have to deal with. Oh, anyway, the resource I was talking about that's super annoying is contaminated water. Basically, everything that you process in Yaokai, a byproduct is the water, the nasty water, contaminated water. And then contaminated water can be used. Let's go untap. No. Here, let's go default search for fluids. We're looking for contaminated water uses. Uses can basically, you take the contaminated water in a press and you get wet contaminated mud and toxic dust. And then I'm trying to remember, what do you do with toxic dust? No. I want uses of. Where is it? Toxic dust usage. So 70 toxic dust equals 1 unicomp. Toxic dust plus water equals sulfuric acid, which is nice. And then poison ammo, which also gives you merchant sign. Oh, that's how you get merchant sign, is through a lot of your ammunitions. Okay, that makes more sense. Wet contaminated mud. That's interesting. Oh. That's funky. Anyway. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, basically the contaminated water, as you process stuff, you get the contaminated water, and then the dust that you get out of it. Let's check and see if it would tell me more of the dust. So basically you get the wet contaminated mud that you then press into dry mud balls, and then the dry mud usage. You run it through the frickin' alien infuser, which is insanely expensive. It's 100 megawatts and 25 pollution, so I always throw a crap ton of efficiency modules in it. It gives you 10 infused mud, which gives you, which is a very, very powerful resource. Or you can turn it into unicomp. Oh, you can also get solid fuel out of it. Okay, so I could potentially use it. I could potentially do that to get some other stuff. The main issue is just there's a lot of the unicomp is so weird. Hang on, I need to look at this. Unicomp, I can get wood, coal, copper, F7, iron, plastic, stone, N4, uranium, and oil. See, this is my only issue. The amount of things that can be traded for Unicomp is great, but the only thing you can buy with Unicomp is the basic resources, essentially. Which there's no more. Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm done with everything else. Wow. All right, well, I guess we'll take it as we can. Alrighty, how are you guys going? Yeah, you're halfway to a reputation. That's pretty cool. But yeah, as of this point, once all my trains are done, which I think we're about there. Yeah, you're automatic. You're automatic. You're manual still. Was that because your train is so full? Or was so full? Alrighty, let's give you some tier 3 wagons. And you are a tier 3 loco. Alright, go for it. Love how fast that is. That train is carrying so much. What happened? My cargo... See, the only thing I would consider changing on this is how... Yeah, I'm gonna do that, you know? Because this is only a 2 out. I'm thinking I might move the warehouse up. And then just have like 2 and 2 come out and balance. Have splitters or whatever that then feed it in so it's balanced. That way you don't end up with one of these that's completely full and one of these that's completely empty. You know, because like this one is empty and this one was almost full. Or like, trying to find a good example. Basically, like the one is super full and the one is super empty. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to balance it, but hey Nick, how you doing, boy? Alrighty, well, that looks good even as it is. Alright, I need to officially find something to spend resources on, because as of the moment, we're just not building anything. And until I can start mass producing all the resources required for the satellites, which is a lot, we're not going to be producing anything. I'm thinking I want to start building a automatic Terminator builder. Chat on YouTube is still too fast. Are you talking about the fact that you said hi and then I immediately said hi back? That there's like 0 delay. I'm thinking I want to start building Terminators. Have an automatic Terminator builder and then have a train that then drops them off. Yes. Nice. Well, I'm just glad that of all of the things, there is at least somewhere that has it fast. I just remember, like when I'm actively asking you guys for help with something, I just remember that was a super pain in the butt. Like, I'd be playing, and I'd be like, I'd turn to chat and ask a question, and then I would have to wait like, make a Terminator planet. Thought it. 21st century tech, finally. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm working on Terminator gear, Terminator robots. The Terminators are really good sieging units. What's my power armor? I'm at an MK3 right now. Yeah. You know, I haven't poked my nose out and gotten attacked lately. Where's my plane? I'm gonna go fly out and just try it out. Back here, let's head south, now that I think about it. Let's head south. That's untouched territory. Oh, baby, my lasers, my self-shooting lasers will shoot from my jet. Wow, if I add any more lasers to this bad boy. The lasers are real! My poor thing is getting chewed up. Ow. Yeah, that was some damage. So the lasers aren't too bad. There we go. Alright. Alright. What I need to see... So this guy here is a gunship. My grid is fairly small. Oh, I'm also using a portable nuclear. That's part of my issue. The portable nuclear is not nearly strong enough. I need the other core pieces. Alright, that's just a gunship. Does it say what it's... Here, I need to look at my... Where are my aircraft located? Are they on the base page? There they are. Okay, cargo plane. Okay. Gunship. jet, and helicopter. Okay, so I need base engine units for a helicopter. I wanna get to the point where I have one of every. I want to get to the point where I have one of every vehicle so that I can figure out what I want to do here. Okay, get me one helicopter. Helicopter pad is refined concrete. I don't care. Alright, so I have a gunship. Cargo plane, jet. I need a jet. Jet requires 500 electrical units and then 400 low-density structures. Yeah, that's what I'm going to end up throwing down in a building just because I don't want to hold all the crap. So let's come over here and just dump. Okay. So if I go here and I go, hey, I want a jet. I want to make sure that I can just dump all the stuff I need. Engine units. Alright, what does it take? 6 rocket, 6 submachine. 5, 6. 5, 6. And then I'm going to keep stealing the low densities from this guy nearby. I keep stealing the low densities out of the rocket silo because the rocket's ready to launch. You're good, man. Alright, so if we grab that. Low density. Oh, it gave me a rocket. I don't want a rocket. And I don't want a gun. Thank you, though. Okay, I need more engines, and I need more low density. Oh, I officially used up all the low density. Yeah. Used up all the low density, and I still need another 60. Good grief. This is that I need to mass produce those resources. The low density as well as the other bits. Did I also use up all my engines? I think I did. Yeah, I need another engine maker. Oh. The question is, can I just place this anywhere? Sure can. Okay. Gun, rocket pod, ammunitions, trunk. A lot of fuel. But no armor slot. See, that no armor slot is really gonna here. Let's throw just something in there so it doesn't sit there and yell at me. Okay, so that's good there. Alrighty, so yeah, so the gunship at least has that. I want to get a jet and just see if the jet has more shield options. Is what I want. Oh gosh, how much do I need? 500 electric engine units. Yeah, we're gonna be here a minute. And then 60 more view. Okay, we just need the electric engine units, and the electric engine units are extremely expensive. I wonder, does the Yaokai have any more stuff? Alright, artifact energy shields. Energy per hit 18, maximum interest is 1600, energy consumption is 240, shield hit point. Okay. Versus just an MK3. Which is 720 and a 3x3. This one is a 2x2. Fusion battery. Energy capacity 750 megajoules. See, I don't understand the point of a fusion battery. We need better power options is the issue. 750, 750. Because if I go to Yaokai, they're really, really good. Really good power and weapon options. There's some pretty good stuff here. Yeah, I might need to start building more of the MG15s. See, my armor currently has 6 MG15s in it. But I need like 6 more shield generators. The problem is the gunship I was in, it needed the MG. It needed an MG and then a couple shield generators. Good grief. Yeah, 500. Yeah, that's going to take a while. We're going to leave that to its own devices. Okay. Okay, here's what I want to do right now. I'm thinking I want to build more stuff here. We're going to go with you. We're going to grab all the concrete in the world, which is... Where's concrete? That one's concrete. Oh, you need stone. Let's come down here. I can at least just go give me all your stone. Dump all the stone in there. Oh, how much extra did I get? Too much. Whoops. And then here... Yeah, I need to actually start in putting a bunch of this stuff into the infrastructure. That's part of the issue. If I get to the point where this is actually involved in the infrastructure, then I don't have to babysit it. Did I have stone as part of this coming up here? I did not. The idea here was to bring all this up to then essentially do all of this that I had going on here. Dump that. Alright, I require... Alright, so all my concrete goes in there. Bloop. Ooh, wasn't even enough. Yeah, see, I need to get... Yeah, a lot of this I just need a large scale. Like the solar panel maker, for example. 15 electronic circuits, 2.5 steel. Or 5 steel, 5 copper. So I could do those two sharing a base, and then the electronic circuits on their own. Okay, let's get rid of you, get rid of you. I'm up to 32 there. I've got that there, that there, that there. Okay. Alright. Okay, so my plan is... Oh boy, a lot of this... See, and this is where a lot of my slowness comes from playing this. Like, my 87 hours. Is just... It's like, I should take a minute and build this right now. If I build this right now, things will be much faster. And then I don't do it. You know? I'm like, here, I'll just set up a little cheap thingy on the side to just run it for me, so I don't have to babysit it. But then in the process of doing that, late game, when I need a crap ton of it, it doesn't happen. So let's go steel. I would like to have at least 500 steel on me at all times, please. Yeah, I'm officially getting to the point where I'm logisticking myself pretty hard. Okay. Here, let's just do that. And then they'll auto-refill me. And then if I go passive providers on... all of those that one's already passive. That one should be passive as well. Oh, but that's outside the limits. Here, can I grab that one? I need coal. Alright, let's go up here and here, let's snag some coal. Build one of you. I gotta figure out where needs coal next here. You can have some coal. Dump the rest right there. Yeah, there's just a bunch of bits and pieces here and there that I need to start working on. Okay. How are we doing over here? You're not running. You guys aren't really running either. So that one's okay. I need to set up a train. That's right, there was stone here was the issue. Okay, well in that case, here, let's do this. Let's grab, let's start rebuilding our trains here. That is really nice, the auto restocking. That's super useful. Hey guys, can we have stone in the amount of 500? Is that an option? I don't think I currently have anywhere to output stone. Not at the moment, it doesn't look like it. Oh, you guys need hang on, do I have... Ooh. Well, in that case, let's go here and let's go... I need stone bricks. How can I get them? Oh no, it's on the first page. Because it's technically something you can craft. Alright, stone 2 for 1 in any of those options. The formation furnace is another option. Disassembling. Ash and crushed stone. Slag hole. slag. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been taking my slag here and turning it into Unicomp as this functioned. Give me that. Yeah, it's going to give me so much of that crap. Okay, so from here, you're the stacks of 5. Whew, that's dangerous. They look so similar. Okay. The idea is that the slag that I have here, I can process a couple times and turn it into stone bricks here. The issue I'm running into is in here, if we look, wow! Apparently in here didn't ever get upgraded. That's good to know. But anyway, the idea is I'm still using electric steel furnaces in here when I need to upgrade to the top tier, which are the orange electric furnaces. The problem is they take the... See, and this is the part where I don't like the generic game, is the speed modules are incredibly slow and incredibly expensive. See, it's 15 seconds per on those, and then 30 seconds per on those, and it takes 4 level 2 speed modules. Yeah. Do I have somewhere... I do, because I have a green maker over here. And then those take... Okay. Okay, so if we come in here... If we go in here to this guy... Okay, because we have those for the 1 science. And then I'm using those on these guys as well. Okay. And then you're making... Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's dump 1 there just so I have that, so it's consistent. Alright, let's go... Yeah, that's why those are on those, is because they're for intermediary products only. Which means if I was honest about this, if I wanted to be honest here, what I would do is I would go 1 speed module and 2 efficiency modules across the board there. And then over here I would do the same, where I'd go 2 efficiency and 1 speed, because you can't productivity these guys. Alright, so these guys are going to make blue, but we also need to do the same, where we're going to go 1 speed, 2 efficiencies, stiff neck. Okay. I believe I have work again tonight. Whoops. So I've started inheriting the graveyards at my work, which is fine. I don't mind that. Nothing wrong with inheriting the graves. What are you doing? Efficiencies? Well, here, let's throw... If I throw a speed there, and then 2 efficiencies, like that. So now I need to start investing. See, I'm trying to do the math on a lot of these to figure out what the best way to run these are. Because what I had been doing was productivity modules across these. Because I'm trying to decide as far as like productivity versus energy consumption versus this versus blah 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 blah, versus all the different options that I have, what is going to give me the best option. The biggest problem is a lot of these increase pollution. So like that's 80% pollution up, this was 30% pollution up, but this one has a productivity of 16% because you're using productivity level 1s. What if I gave you productivity level 3s? See, and this is where the whole I'm not using a whole lot of resources comes in. Because if you look, if I throw productivity on absolutely everything, I'm using like 30 to 40% less of everything. See, look at that. 2 tier 3 productivities is 48% productivity. That's half the amount of copper I'm going to use now here. See, now I just went speed on these ones instead of productivity. See, and these ones aren't upgraded either. What do you guys currently have? Just straight up productivity, but you're all tier 2 productivities. Let's go 2 efficiencies and a tier 3 productivity, probably. And if we do that across the board there, first off, I need to go out and get the other pieces. Alright, you guys... Okay, yeah. I need to step out. Which building is this? Purple. Okay. Yeah, they're going to restock me on those. Now I have a bunch of these I need to go dump. Alright. Yeah, I need to... You know, we're going to do this whole... Alright, so we want... Now, the plan here... Let's see here. The plan is to basically do something like that. Whoa. Don't want tier 3s in there. Okay. So the issue here is now I've got, like, productivity level 1s. Level 1s, we'll put those in there. And then productivity level 2. Productivity level 2, productivity level 2. See, I don't have a good way to dump all of this. At least not yet. And who knows, it just depends on how much more time I want to spend on this world. I've never done a hyper late game world like this, because at this point I've basically beaten the game. At this point, I usually get bored, and then I start over, start a whole new world, and, you know, go from there. But it just depends. Depends on what I want to do with my world. Hang on one second. I see a spider. I saw a little spider on the wall, and he had to die. All right, speed level 2s. Just dump that straight into the speed level 3. Efficiency level 2. Notice there's a lot of efficiency level 2s in here. It's because it used to be efficiency level 2s are 40 consumption reduction, and so I would put 2 in each building to hit the magical 80%. But now it's a single level 2 turns into a level 3 now, which is one of the reasons why I really enjoy this, is it scales much cleaner versus the vanilla mods. Vanilla mods is very, very, very icky. Just the whole, like, oh, this one's gonna take 5 of the previous level. It's like, why? Okay. I was heading into the purple building. That's where I want to make some changes. And then we're heading next door to this one, like that. And let's see here. Oop. Hang on one sec, I have to text the wife. There. Just gotta text the wifey. Alright. Oh, what are we missing here? Really? I used all my productivities again. Really? Alright, well. That was not my intent. Oops. Alrighty, so that should be top U. Hang on a second, why is this not upgraded? Yeah, a lot of these are... There we go. So, after playing the beta for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I'm less excited for Breakpoint. And just looking at Borderlands, I'm more excited for Borderlands. And it's just for the simple fact of, I play... Oh dear, is that right there? Is that right there? Is that right? Whew, it's that far up, thank heavens. Okay. I'm much more looking forward to playing Borderlands just because the Borderlands franchise, just in general, I really enjoy. It's a very, very fun game. Very fun franchise. Okay, I was on the verge of setting up some train stations. That's what I was doing right now. Okay, I have 1 and 1. I need to fix that. Let's make one of each of those so that it's enough for... Oh, particularly I need more bulk rail because of what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so if we find the jet... The hiccups are real. Alright. I need more. Bring me more money. Alright. And then we're going to go reds actually on these two. I was just say, hurry and give me my jet. Equipment grid size is an 8x4. Okay, so if we come over here with our new jet, which is that one. Ugh. You guys are disgusting. Very small trunk. 8x4. 8x4. This has a napalm launcher. Vehicle mounted rocket launcher. My issue with a vehicle mounted rocket launcher on a jet is I'm still gonna blow myself up. You know what I mean? There's no way in heck I don't nuke myself with that. Just kind of the concept of, oh, I'm gonna turn and then like take off. Oh, it's not in there. Whoops. What do you have? You have the tier 2. I wanted to upgrade you to a tier 3. And then your train is a tier 2, so I wanted to upgrade that to a tier 3. Whoops. And I had the color all lined up. Where is it? Don't want to go too far. I don't want to get run over. That color. Alright. And then I want that color to be this color. Okay. Tier 3, tier 3, tier 3, go. So it should be heading for sulfuric acid first, and then it should be heading out for more uranium. Yep, so it's heading for a sulfuric acid refill, which is going to be a lot. It's going to drain all of the sulfuric acid. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, wait, are you set for... You're set for a fluid amount. That's what you are. Oh, right. I forgot I did that. I set it for a fluid amount instead. I forgot about that. I need a tiny bit of stone. Give me like... Oh, I already have some on me. Yeah, just flatten it out then. Because I need another up. Another uppity. How much rail do I have? I have enough. How many of those do I have? I have 1. Let's grab more. Yeah, I have a set for 25, so it's filling up with 25k on sulfuric acid, and then it's taking off. Alright, I've had enough, thank you. Alright, that looks good there. Step across, step across. All the rails now should be tier 3. Unless I'm mistaken, everything is now tier 3. Now with that, let's grab... Oh, that's what I was doing. Where did I put that? I want to say it was like in here. There it is. Nuclear fuel. Yes. Here, can I just set up a, just a basic? I just want this to continue. Fuel. on me either. Pipe and arm. What do you take? You take 10. 2 of you and a speed. And then let's go 2 efficiencies and whoop, not you, you speed. And then for you, we'll just straight up do 2 tier 3 speeds because you're very slow. Alright. Wait half a second here on my bots. There we go. Now let's come over here to this jet. We're gonna give him a good old 2 fuel. Okay, uranium is functioning. What do we got here? We got 1.10k there. Alright. 1.7 million copper. 29. 112. Is that still a wall? That is still a wall. I need to tear that down. I've taken over this continent. Alright, well. Oh, this is fast. Wow, this is fast. Oh, I saw the building over there too, don't I? Whoa! Stop, stop, stop. Holy crap, the jet. Oh my gosh, it's fast. Alright. Oh, yeah. I made some decisions on this wall, I see. Well, let's run down and hit the edge and clean it up. Because mistakes were definitely being made with this. Let's grab... Let's not destroy the wall, or not destroy the rail, kindly. Alright. Okay. This is an issue. Can I do this from space? Sure can. Okay. In theory... There we go. Much better. Oh, it didn't... I hate that. The issue is I usually run a power through my, or along my rail like this. And that way I can... That way my power runs with my rail. There is actually a rail that counts as a power line, but it's fairly expensive to make when you want to lay a crap ton of rail, which is like, I mean, from like a third rail standpoint of just having one of the rails be powered the whole way there and back, sure. From a practical, like, I'm trying to build a crap ton of rails, probably not. If you just need a single rail to go way out in the middle of nowhere, sure. I just haven't really had the time or the energy to set up something like that. Alright, let's grab a train station. And we'll set you up right there. And then we'll tear up the trees, and we will set up a... Oh, do I have a couple? I have 2. Do I have a bunch of these? I don't have enough. Oh shoot, and I don't have that automating yet. I need to automate these guys here is the problem. Alright. Let's see. We need this one. And we're gonna set it. I'm trying to find the dead center. About right there. What are you expecting? What are we missing here? Oh, they're tier 2s. Suck. Well, here, let's do this. Let's go double efficiency plus 1 productivity. And then let's grab that and change it to that. Now we have updated it. And then we need a building. No, not for this patch. We don't need a building. For this, we need literally like a double pair of splitters, and that's it. Yeah, we'll just do a double pair of splitters. We'll just go like splitter, splitter, and then we'll just go like, you're going there, and you're going there. Get him out. Chris! More biters. What's up, boy? Alright, let's build a crap ton of that. Where's my jet? Oh, and then I need a... Yeah, I do. I love these. Oh, these substations are disgusting. I love them. Yuck. Alright. Oh, this is also... What is this? This is... N4? F7? N4? N4. Okay. This is... N4 material. Pick up. Bam! And my train is on its way. And then I gotta head back home real quick. Same old, was grinding some warships. Ah! There's a bunch of other games that I've been grinding. I've been playing a lot of Warframe. I was playing a bunch of Wildlands. I tried out Breakpoint and I'm not real impressed. Mainly because I wanted more Wildlands and they didn't give me Wildlands. They gave me Division 2 meets Wildlands. And I was like... But yeah. And the fact where it's like literally just you, for the most part, running around by yourself was not a ton of fun. Have I tried World of Warships? I'm not really big into ones like that, like World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of those ones. Any of the Worldas, any of those ones. Not a huge fan of. Not for any real negative reasons, not really. Mainly just because it's not my genre, you know? I don't really play like World of Warcraft, World of Warships, World of Tanks. I've played all three of them. They're just not my cup of tea, you know? There we go. Just trying to get enough stuff going here real quick. Meh. To each their own. Yeah, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm very much a sandbox co-op style player, like 100%. TTT is about as much PvP as I can handle. Anything more than that, I'm like, I'm gonna just slit someone, you know? Just not my forte. Alright, so that gives me a bunch of that. Lol, speaking of. Yeah, we need to do some. I found a bunch new maps that I am interested in. Ooh. Do I have trees on me? I do have trees on me. Why do I have trees on me? Wow! That's cool from my robot. Or from my ship. That is actually really cool. Because that means I can... Perch. Wow. Oh. I don't need that. Hang on. Let me fix this. Here. I'll hop out and I'll fix this real quick. Feeling kind of silly with how elaborate that was. I need that. And that's it. I forgot this is the material that it is. But yeah, I found I was wounded. How long would that take to notice? Wait. When are we going to play again? As soon as we can get enough people to be around. That's the biggest issue, is it's just that time of year where no one's ever around. As soon as we can get people around to play, like, heck yeah, we'll do it. Oh, whoops. I was about to say, it's not filling. There we go. See, here's the issue with this resource, is even with 4 Omega drills going on it, it still doesn't harvest very fast. Yeah, see? Like, 4 Omega drills, because this has a higher, what do you call it? It has a higher mining time. It's 300% mining time per harvest. Oh, the belt. You were talking about that belt, how long it was going to take for me to notice it. Well, I knew it was going on. I just was distracted because I was talking. Is it one of the harder ores? Yes, exactly. Very much so. I need yellow. I need the F7. Oh, where do I want to get my F7 from? Got 400,000 there. We got 155,000 there. I could set up one there and then just a giant thing with another. Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I don't think I have enough for that. I just don't want to set up an entire rail to go out and feed this, you know? So here, we'll just set this up on top. Plop. Oop, I need one of you. And then, there we go. And then we predetermined we don't need that or that. Whoop. We don't need any of that for this run. We have all the mods. Perfect. I'll see if I can just run one of these over. Okay, and then I need another rail. Just that. Okay. And I'm completely out of rail, or out of frickin' belt, man. Let's see, I need some concrete when I get back. Oh, let's not park on the rail. It's a dead rail, but I'd still prefer to not park on it. Okay, I need a stack of concrete because I would like a couple more huge substations. The huge substations are super nice when you have a ton of miners and you don't want to waste space. Alrighty, how are we doing here? That looks good there. That looks very good there. How are we doing here? There we go. Finally get rid of the rest of that. And then I got some more iron I can dump. Oh, yes. You just need regular subs. Good, because I need you. You need steel. That was not what goes in there. Steel is what goes in there. What do you need? Oh, I filled my... Seriously? Hate that. Alright. Wait, I have a... No. I was like, give me that. I don't need another one building. Perfect. Give me that. Steel. Concrete. I need more subs. Give me 50 more. And then they'll refill me, and then I'll turn and do another 50 more. Bam. And then we'll be good to go. I just need a couple of these MK3s. The goal is to get to the point where I can be cranking out the satellites like mad. Because I'm at the point now where it's like, hey, I got a rocket silo and it's ready to go. I just the stupid so this is a Chris. This is a marathon world. So it's a marathon train world technically, which is pretty fun. I've never seen a train stop right there. Actually, that was really funky. Okay, let's see what we got. We have. Ooh, got another one of those. And then we have blue. I have 200 blue. Probably not enough. Let's keep cranking those out for a minute. Oh, and then we'll see if I can just grab any additional blues that are ready to go. Cool. That puts me at 350. Sweet. Oh, and I have a crap ton of lasers on me still. Yeah. Okay, so if I come over here to this guy, I should be able to dump my lasers there. What are you waiting on? Oh, you just need blues to make? Heck yeah. Do I have a thing for that yet? I don't. Here, let's set this up real quick. Greens, I would like to have approximately 600 on me. 600 to 800 at any given time. You know what? Let's go 1,000. 1,000 for you. Reds, I typically need about, let's go 400. And then blues, approximately the same. And I do that based off of stack size, because 400 is 2 stacks. So 2 stacks of anything is relatively good most of the time. All right, except for blue is currently outside of the limits of time and space as we know it. And then I need one of you. Let's see, I'm about due for one about right there, and then I have to plug you in there. Cool. Cool. That's exactly what I need. And then I got you goods. Perfect. And then I've got, those are unloaders. Give me 2 more there. Say whatever you guys are gonna bring me, bring it to me quick. 'Cause I'm taking off south. Oh, this jet is too fast. Alright, so let's come down. We're gonna say, yo! Go to drop off. Wait, what are you? You're a 1? We're gonna have to change that. Yeah, we are. Okay. And then let's clear all that up. Oh, and it's all red too. Oh, you can tell how old this is. It's all red and it's MK2s. Gross. Yuck. Yuck. That's nasty. Alright. Well, we need to go grab that stone train then and reload him with something better. Chase me, chase me. Got it. Alright. Mr. Stone Train. First off, you're a tier 1 loco, and we need to change that. We are going to upgrade you to a tier 3 loco. Congratulations. And then you currently have 2 level 1 cargos. We are going to upgrade you to 2 tier 3 cargos. Congratulations. And we're going to set you back to automatic. Very well. Very well done. Alright. Let's see here. We have a stone there that needs to go. Where's my drills? 1, 2. I just need the right pieces and I can drop another one of you. Okay. And then I need enough for 1 more. This is the nice thing about having the robots is I can be like, I want to build these 4. Omega drills, and it'll say okay, and then it'll bring me all the resources I need for it. Cool. Am I stocked up, ready to go? I have 2 there. I need at least 2 more. What is my steel set to? 500? Oh, no, 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 no. Please, I want 1,000 steel on me. Oh, and I don't care for a lot of that. I don't know why I have a lot of that on me. Alright. Some of this is fine. Some of this is I don't need on me. Some of it I don't care. You know? Cool. Alright, so I should be able to come out here and get the stone taken care of. Oh, do I have a building on me? I do. Do I have enough for a bunch of little guys on me? Not a ton. Some, not a ton. Merch. Whoop, that was... Whoa, what did I hit? L? Ah. I don't know what that means. It's cool looking, but I don't know what it means. Alright. Okay. Alright, so first things first, this thing's in the road. So we're gonna go... Wow, that is beautiful. The 1 power is able to handle all 4 of them. That's quite nice. Alright, and then we need a train stop. For... I like my areas clean. Alright. We're going to say here... that. And this is going to be stone... or... pick up. Bloop. And here he comes. Okay. Is that too close? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Okay. And then we need the good old... Yeah, I hate this part. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nope, nope, nope. It's not 1, 2. Okay. Because I'm going to be stacking these ores as they come in. Like that. It'll be in, out, 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 in, out. Like that. I need you guys all facing the right way. Like that. And then we have a little bit of wiggle room here, so we can go like that. Like that. And as fast as that can go in, it will stack. Sweet. Now, I need to double check that the stuff coming in is stacked. It is stacked. Perfect. At least it looks like it's stacked. I just wish it would give me a better preview, but oh well. Alright, so now from here I need the whole... this guy. Oh. I ran out. That's okay. That will at least run the whole time. I actually am considering getting a mod see if there's a mod that works with the stacking tool belts that adds a higher tier. Holy crap. I wish this thing could stop. It's so hard to drive. Like, literally, as soon as on the mini-map the base shows up, I slam on the brakes, and then I'm still doing 3 laps in the sky before I stop moving. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. What are you guys giving me? Oh, gears and steel and other resources. Gotcha. Well, here, let's do this. Let's set up a buffer warehouse. No, that's a storage. I want a buffer. Buffer! Okay. So, I want to come right here, because this is my area. Requester steel in the amount of 1,000. Okay, question. Can I set my logistic off of buffer, or does it prioritize buffer by nature? So, like, if I go like that, okay, it prioritizes the buffer first. Now, here's the question. Is it because I'm closer to the buffer? So here, let's say I come down here, right? And I come here and I dump my steel. It still prioritizes the buffer. Sweet. Okay, I love that. I wish I could copy and paste all of this into this. Because I want... Primarily, I want my resources. So let's go iron in the amount of 1,000. Copper in the amount of 500. Green circuits, was that 2,000? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 2,000. We have 2,000. And then we have red of 400. And we have blue of 400. Okay. And then we have gears of... What was that, 1,000? 1,000, like that. The idea being that I'm okay with the robots like wasting time to set up this buffer chest, just for the simple fact of when I show up to the base, I'm usually standing like right here. Like while I'm thinking, I usually land my aircraft up here, and then I'm sitting here like, well, what do I need? And so if I show up and land, then the bots will go nuts and just go chugga 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 and load me up. All right, I need another pair of these, I think. Oh, it takes that stupid capacitor thingy. Right. Where are my capacitors at? I was building them in this thingy. Any capacitors outside? Nope. Okay. Capacitors. I need that piece of crap. Right. Steel plate, please. Oh, am I really? No, don't do that. I don't want that on me. Get that crap out of here. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of these little pieces that I need to set up to auto build. Because they're building blocks, but they're not. And here's the part where NP Utils and Yaokai are kind of a little rougher around the edges. There are certain ores and resources and building blocks that you need them, but there's only like, 2 or 3 buildings that need it. So it's like, do I set up a like a logistics to build those pieces for me, and then I'll just have it dump the excess to me, like, Heck yes, I have reputation. I got 80 reputation. What? That's weird. Okay. What was the other piece? Oh, I just need more coal. Coal! Give it to me. And then I'm going to literally be like 700. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't need that many. Oh. Is that why? Oh. Screw it. Let's do it. It'll take a second, but that's fine. Owie! Something bit me! Got a bug bite on my ankle. That kind of hurts. I just barely bumped it with my hand and it hurt. I was like, ow! Right, let's get rid of those. Get rid of that. I'm just looking for any other junk. Oh, pumps. Get rid of pumps. I never need pumps anymore. One of the things I love about my mods is a lot of those features that it gives me. A lot of those mechanics and pieces I don't need anymore. So like, for example, the pumps. I don't do pumps anymore because I do the Yaokai electric water generator. It's way more expensive, but it allows me to generate water anywhere. Which is good when I have lots of in-building places that need water, because then I can just set them up inside the buildings themselves to produce the water. Wow, that's a lot of carbon plate. The problem is I'm carbon plating through coal, and coal is super inefficient for carbon plating. If I want carbon plating, the better option is to try to get the clean carbon or the pure carbon. And then it's... Wait, I had pure or clean carbon. Did I just click the wrong one? Or did it just prioritize the wrong? Yeah, see, I could have done... What the heck? Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Yeah, see, I can do that one. Here, no. Cancel. Yeah, see, using the clean carbon is way better. Wait, carbon plate, it's saying Oh yeah, I've got that weird thing on you. Yeah. So the one issue I've run into having so many mods that are kind of overstacking and overlapping is some of them prioritize things differently. So like, for example, and I've actually considered pulling the one mod out completely because of it, but in the long run I enjoy it too much, which is why I just kind of deal with it. The alien ore or alien loot economy mod, which allows me to this mod here, it's super relatively easy and relatively basic, but it has a lot of really cool features. The main one is the alien hyper module, which the hyper module, as you kill enemies, your hyper module level goes up. So like, notice I'm at 8,000 kills and I'm at a hyper module level of 15. As the hyper module level and kill count goes up, it increases the cost of the module by what is it, 20? I think it's 20 plates per level, I think is what it is. So like a level one module costs like 20 alien plate or whatever. But anyway, the hyper modules are super cool because as they as you kill and as you get the ore from fighting enemies, if you immediately smelt it and immediately turn it into the hyper modules, then they become more powerful later on, where like you'll have like 30 of them that you cost like 100 alien plate a piece, and then you know you fight another 10,000 enemies and now they've doubled in level and cost 10 times as much to build, but you still have like the original 20 that you got for super cheap basically. And then the hyper module does not have the limit. Like, for example, a lot of buildings or a lot of pieces are designed where they go, oh, you can't use a productivity module when building this piece, and the alien hyper module doesn't have that restriction, so you can basically use it on anything, which is to a certain extent overpowered, but at the same time it's super useful because there's a lot of other places where you don't have anything to use there. Like there are certain times where you're like, this is insanely expensive and I don't have a good option, and then the hyper module's like, pick me, and you're like, oh yeah, the hyper module, yeah, that'll fit. Trying to crank out a bunch of these capacitors real quick. I don't go through a lot of capacitors, not generally, but I go through enough that like having like 100 will last me like 5 hours or 10 hours or 20 hours of gameplay. So I've been having these issues streaming lately where I'm trying to stream, or trying to be able to stream more, but the issue I'm running into is my streaming software is I'm using Streamlabs OBS, but then I'm also using the Mob Crush Restream app, and some of the Restream pieces are not talking to each other how they're supposed to, which is causing a certain amount of stress with the as I try to stream. A bunch of it just like won't work or crashes or whatever. So like as of the moment, I have 0 viewer count. I have no idea if a single person is watching. I can't see it, and it's because that particular piece is gummed up. All I know is every once in a while when you guys pipes in and says hey and says something, and I go, oh hi, you know, because the rest of the time I have no idea who's watching. Speed. That one. No, that was not what I wanted. Speed. Yes, very good. Alright. Yeah, I really need just like, as far as just like getting resources to move at all, having a single thing to build satellites even poorly would at least have something happening in the background. Here's the real question. Can I get... Give me that. Yeah, I only have that set for 2. Let's come over here and just throw just one of those in. And then if I come over here, I can probably... Yeah, dump that there. And then I need another 5 radar. Military radar 5. Where's my radar? What the heck? I thought it was right here at the bottom. No, there it is. It's right there next to... Yeah, the order that they put things together is sometimes confusing. Like, I've had some where the actual... There we go. I've had some where the actual, the mods will keep all of their pieces together, which is super useful. Because then, like, literally it'll be like, this section, like right here, for example, this is all Yaokai at the bottom. So, like, that's all Yaokai. And then this is all NP utils. And then this is all vanilla. Or mostly vanilla. But then it's like, this scanning radar... That's modular turrets, yeah. So modular turrets lands right here at the very end of this stuff. So a lot of it is in order, but then it's like bio is mixed up here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else from bio. Yeah, it's just some of them are very well organized, and then some of them you're like, where is that? You're like, I have no idea where that's hiding at. Alright, what do I got? Okay, I was needing express. So let's take off. Wow. Throwing nuclear fuel in this bad boy is great. I don't even have an afterburner on him. How are you doing? Are you upgraded to blue? Express, yeah. You're upgraded to blue. Copper is not going through nearly as fast as it could potentially be. Alrighty. I need not that. Oopsie. I'm like, that is not the piece I needed. Let's throw one of you down, and then... I think they fixed this. It used to be that these had a really, like, the size of the image versus the size of the box that you could attach to were not the same, and so it made it super confusing, because you would go to throw your loaders on there and you would miss the box. Like the image was like a 6x6, but the box was like a 4x6, and so like you'd go to click and you would miss, and you're like, what is going on here? What is your hardness level? Holy crap. 400. The other one's only 300. Good golly, I could do a single line off of that one. That's disgusting. Alright. And then... What are you? You are the F7? Okay. F7 material. Pick up. Oh, is that train? You're set to manual. You're an E-Locomotive 3, which means you're most likely upgraded. Come on down. trying to decide if I need to, oh, nope, it's fast. Then I have you set for... Yeah, we're gonna change that. We don't need it set for the... Yeah. The problem with those two particular ones is they're so slow to harvest that it... And the stack size is so high that train sizes, you don't need much. Okay, so you're iron. How are you doing? Wow. I did the full shebang in that one. Holy cow. That one has the full loading piece in it. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're gonna go an out and an out. Like that. And then we'll go an out and an out. And then we need a okay, and please say I have enough. Oh, I don't think I have enough. Oh. Oh boy. What the heck? Excuse me. You're going the wrong way. It is loading. It's technically wrong. This blueprint. The bulk rail loader is technically supposed to be up 1 square. This one is supposed to be up by 1. But the bulk rail loader is more forgiving than the unloader. The unloader has to be exactly underneath it for it to work, which means if you blueprint it and then rotate it the wrong way, sometimes it'll shift it by 1 square and then it doesn't work and you have to tear it up, tear the one piece up and shift it over 1 block. But most of the time it does okay. I'm actually really excited to get rid of this patch of stone. Particularly just because this patch of stone is in a really annoying spot where I want to run a train right there. You know, I want a train to go right there. All the way over to here because I've got these big patches of ore. Plus, look at all this over here. I mean, I've got 1.1 there. I've got 1 point there. Got 6 mil there. Like, there's some deep resources over here, but I gotta get there. I gotta get there first. Alright, is this... Those belts are not full. I'm currently running productivity, but the speed is down 20%. If I did a speed instead... Wow, look at the speed. Hang on, I gotta do this. That is funny. That is freaking hilarious. That's really funny. Alright, let's throw you two on there. Now here's the question. Yeah, this is already... What's my mining productivity? My productivity is 54%, including 24%. So I'm at 20 or 30% anyway. I'm just noticing that this is filling up. And I don't want it to fill up necessarily. I want it to feed in instead. I've actually considered setting this up to be a 6 wide that immediately stacks them and then feeds it out. Because I could technically do that. Like, for example, I could do... I don't have the belt to do it. Why does it do that? I wish it didn't do that. It's super annoying. How are you doing? Yeah, it's pretty fast. I'm just trying to figure out if it would be better on some of these ores to have it be like a 6 wide that already has these pieces in it. Have those pieces there be included in the blueprint here. That way I can immediately condense it down onto 2 or 3 lanes and then feed it. And then I would just be feeding it directly in and not having this on the inside. The thing about having it on the inside, though, is it means if I can pick it up and move it, it's not super hard to do. Ultimately, that's not a big issue either way. Here, let's head home. Yeah, that... I love the stacking mod. The stacking mod is by far one of the coolest mods I've ever seen. Come on. Oh, the beauty of having a buffer chest for all my goodies. Alright, I need to set up some kind of a something. Alright, let's do this. Let's grab a tier 3 and we're gonna officially build this. What? Wait, I have lubrication coming here already? You're kidding. Oh my gosh, I can put it right there. That's really cool.
Hey man, I think that's kind of a good idea, you know? We'll just stick it right there.
Hot dog. Alright, I just need a... Let's see here. Oh, and there's already red in here. Oh, that's dangerous. Because it means I'm going to jack it is what it means. How much do I actually even need a building? Or can I just build it here? Let's see. Let's find out. I gotta remember how this works. I think it's like that. And then I say, hey, I want you to build. Because the gears is the sucky part. It's almost impossible on this level to have an actual 1-to-1 ratio. You just kind of build it and then you just let it backfill on itself. Because I could do express. I promise, unless I'm mistaken. Oh no, it doesn't do that in this. Does this one do it though? No. Really? Hot dog. Well, let's try it. So if we go U there, like that, and then can I do it that way, or can I do it? I'm trying to figure out which way I need my fluid to be for this to work. Can I do it that way? And then just underground belt the resources across, and then feed it in. Fluid, but then I still have fluid on one side, and then I'd have it. That's fine. Yeah, yeah, we can make it work. We'll make it work. But that's for 2. We still need 2 more, right? So we need... Give me a bunch more of these guys. Alright, so we need... another 3 with another 3, I think is what I need. And so then this one we're building... Gosh, is there 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. We need you, and then you, and then 1, 2, 3, and we need you. Okay, and some of you still require basic pieces as well as the bigger pieces. Okay. So that'd be lubricant. Trying to figure out the best way to feed lubricant into this. Okay, so generally speaking, you can go like this. But you don't want it like that. Let's see here. Alright, we want at least a 3 in between. So we need 1, 2, 3 across the board. Because that will allow me to at least feed 1 piece across, even if I have the 1 piece under. Okay. This is the hard part, trying to figure out how to balance everything. Okay, so we got red, 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 red. Wait, what? But then that one takes advanced? Wow, that's confusing. Okay, well, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. The lubricant is the one that's annoying at this point. You know, I can probably sneak it across. No, not that way. Well, if I throw a thing in the middle, the lubricant is the hard one. Good grief. Just trying to think of the best way to do this and not have it be a pain in my butt later. No, that's a pain in the butt that way too. I hate lubrication. Okay. Okay, lubricant is going to look really weird. Yeah, we'll make it work. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh. I'm literally off by 1. I'll take it. Okay, so this gives me lubrication to here. Question, does that still fit the... This is the part I gotta remember. What does this take? See, because that takes transport belt. Does this one take transport belt too? They all take transport belt. Which means I'll have to build this one, feed it that way, and then back feed it across. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to make that work then. The hard part is feeding the individual pieces to each individual one and have it all fit and not look like absolute garbage. Now, the bottom line, though, is I've learned that I love having the buildings because to perfectly depict the amount of space that you need is very difficult. And so by having the buildings, as long as you can make it fit in one building, it looks decent. You know, you're like, hey, it all fit in one building. Great. And then even if it's total spaghetti mess like this, just blah, 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 just nasty, as long as you have basic ingredients going in and then just the piece you need going out, even if it's messy on the inside, the outside still looks pretty decent, you know? And you don't have to deal with the inside very often, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna go yellow here. Yeah, they all need that. That's ridiculous. And then that needs... Okay, iron and... Okay, that means I can run an iron and plate on the outside, unless that needs... Oh, that needs gears. Gear and plate. I can probably run a gear and plate right down the middle. And have it fit. Okay, so if we feed you there, and you there, and then you there, this becomes an issue, though. We need to... Oh dear, was that a problem? I can't tell. I didn't know if it was feeding in one-sided on purpose, or if that even mattered. It didn't matter. I thought ahead on that. I've not thought ahead enough in the past that I've learned it's a good idea to double check. All right. All right, so you just need gears, and then the piece before. Same with you. 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 Okay, so you just need iron and gears, which means I can do a gear only there. for those two. Alright, but I have to do one of those just because otherwise this guy can't reach. So we'll just go like that across the board there. Then I need... like that. And then I believe this one is the same. Okay, you need circuits, gears, and then that piece. Okay, and then you, we're going to have a feed across, but we're also going to have an output across the bottom. Now the question is, do you all need, most of you need circuits as well, which means I could throw a little circuit maker here as well as a gear maker. The gear maker is going to have to be insane. The amount of gears I'm going to need is like mind-boggling. All right, so let's do this. Let's grab... no, let's do a full hub. And this is right next to that. Okay. It's so hard to make this look pretty the way I want it. Alright, so let's grab an out. And then I'll just finagle it. I try to make everything look the same across the board for the simple fact of just like it's just the trying to build it so that it looks nice and you can tell where everything's going and what everything is doing. So, okay, you are gonna feed in here. We don't need that much though. We only need like, we'll do 3. I like to have a little bit of an internal buffer just because with this big of a bus, the more you feed onto it, if your throughput is not strong enough, you actively see it. Okay, so you guys need gears and then just the prior piece. Okay, so that piece is easy, except for we're going to do a, where is it? I need a regular buffer. Here's the funny part here. I'm going to be throwing down a thing in here with a handful of robots. I'm actually going to grab one of these. What time is it? 8:20? I have work tonight at midnight. I woke up at 5 o'clock this afternoon, so that was fun. Alright, so this building, bloop, is going to have that in the middle, and then I need like 5 logistics robots, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a requester chest on the outside for everything that doesn't belong here. Or so like my reds that I'm going to have from my inventory, all of this red gear across here, I'm going to have a requester chest on the outside into one chest, and then I'll have it dump out into a provider chest here, which will then dump it in the respective areas. And then I'm going to have buffer chests requesting, and then I'm going to have arms that are linked to the chest to say if it's over, you know, this amount, stop filling it. So like the buffer will be like, so for the buffer here I'll say, hey, I want this and I want like 50,000 of it, but I'm also going to have an arm here with, I think I can run arms to chests. Yeah, there we go. And the idea here is this is going to say if, where is it, this is less than or equal to, and I will say like 5 set. So as long as this has less than 5 of these, fill it. And then I'll just have an arm filling it in. So like, let's say I dump those in. See, so the arm turned off because there's more than 5 in here. And so then when it comes in and it provides it, the robots here will grab them and put them in their appropriate places, and it'll tell the arms to turn off when there's more than a certain amount in the chest. Well, it doesn't have to be a buffer. It can technically be a requester at that point, honestly. Yeah, a requester for 50,000. Because nothing that is on the outside will come in the inside. This is its own world, basically. So I can set that in here, and then nothing will ever come in from the outside. And then I'll just set up 4 of these or 5 of these across for their respective resources. So I can go, where are they? Requester, 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 like that. And you know what? I might as well do that as well. And just any of the leftover bits and pieces that I have of any of it will all get brought in. Like that. And then what I'll do is I'll have like an output into there, an output into there, an output into there, an output into there, an output out there. And then I'll have 5 pieces across with provider chests. And then they'll all be set to like 1 or 2 stacks. Except for the blue, this one will probably be like 4 or 5 stacks. But the idea here is it makes it very... The bottom line of this whole process is to not waste resources. I don't want to have a chest with 10,000 of one of these. Like, I don't want to come in here and find that this chest has been dumped, or this one has been dumping in here, and this is completely full of stacks of 50 red splitters. Like, that's not what I want. I don't want that. Right, you need red. You need green. You need green. So there might be a red and green going up right here. And then you just need gears. That one's nice because it doesn't need anything except for the prior one and then 1 line of gears. And then this one needs gears. Gears. Iron. That's easy enough. Iron. And circuits. Red circuits. Ironing gears. I could do 1 ironing gear load across. And then I might have to put an extra one on the side and then just have long arms. The nice thing is, it's fairly easy to fill in because you've got a 3 lane in the middle. So like if I need to do like undergrounds, technically this row here has 3 rows worth of crap I can pull in, and so does this one, and so does this one, and so does this one. It's the design is quite simple and quite elegant. Nope. I want each of you. Wish it didn't want to always chain per se. I'm sure there's a hotkey for that, but I don't know what it is. Okay. And then we're gonna go arms in. Like this. And this is part of the reason why I didn't build this earlier, is just it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. And until you have everything fully unlocked, it's just kind of meh. I mean, I could have at least had red automated somewhere. The big thing that I have is with my player evolution or whatever, the player stats, upgrading your craft speed immediately makes it so you don't care to a certain extent. You're just like, whatever. Okay, so that one's good. That one will dump out. You guys will all feed in like that. And then we'll connect you and you. And with all of these connected, I can, yep, just like that. And that's all set up. And there will be no waste because I'll set each of these to, I'll set each of the arms to a stack of 5 max. Maybe even 3, honestly, for some of these, or 1. You know, if there's more than 1 in here. Because then it'd be a 1 second cycle. What's the build time? 2 seconds. I mean, it's a 2 second on most of these, right? Yeah, I mean, having it set to 1 or 2, yeah, you can do it very efficiently that way. Alright, I still have 1 lubricant that needs to come over here somehow. wonder if I can then back feed it over. Yeah, that one's just a pain in the butt. Trying to get that one set up. Yeah, I don't really have a clean way to set that one up. I mean, I could just do a down with an underground there up in. You know what? Let's do that. That's probably the least painful way to do this. Like that. Or I can even shift this chest over one, and then I can do it. Yeah, let's do it that way. That's by far the most efficient way to do this. Whoop, if we grab you, just like that. And then we'll just do that. Oh, and then I need requester with arms, and then it typically it ruins your cable whenever you do that. Yeah. And then I'll prioritize, or I'll set the